And now from electoral politics to nukes, where President Donald Trump is defending his decision to resume nuclear testing, a move that's reignited global debate and the future of nuclear restraint. In an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, President Trump said the United States cannot remain the only power exercising restraint while nations like Russia, China, and North Korea continue to advance their nuclear programs. He argued that Washington must act accordingly, even as he acknowledged that the U.S. already possesses enough nuclear arms to blow up the world 150 times.
Well, we have more nuclear weapons than any other country. And I think we should do something about denuclearization. And I did actually discuss that with both President Putin and President Xi. We have enough nuclear weapons to blow up the world 150 times. Russia has a lot of nuclear weapons, and China will have a lot.
The president's comments mark the strongest indication yet that the United States is in fact preparing to revisit a practice it halted more than three decades ago. Its last nuclear test was conducted in 1992. While President Trump did not clearly state whether this meant actual underground detonations, he did insist that both Russia and China have already been testing their weapons in secret, though he provided no evidence for the claim. While global monitoring systems that track nuclear activity haven't detected such tests, but President Trump suggested those systems could have missed them.
Russia's testing and China's testing, but they don't talk about it. You know, we're an open society. We're different. We talk about it. We have to talk about it, because otherwise you people are going to report. They don't have reporters that are going to be writing about it. We do.
Trump's comments come just days after he called for easing trade tensions with China, but in the same interview, he also described Washington as a threat to Beijing, saying both countries constantly watch each other.
It's like everybody else. We're a threat to them too. Many of the things that you say, we do to them. Look, this is a very competitive world, especially when it comes to China and the US. And we're always watching them, and they're always watching us.
In fact, U.S. intelligence agencies have recently accused China of infiltrating parts of America's power grid and water systems. They've also accused Beijing of stealing intellectual property and the personal data of U.S. citizens, allegations Chinese authorities strongly deny. And when asked about China's nuclear building, the president said Beijing is making them rapidly, warning that China could soon catch up to the nuclear capabilities of both U.S. and Russia. Meanwhile, China has denied testing nuclear weapons. According to a Pentagon report released last year, China currently has more than 600 operational nuclear warheads and is expected to exceed 1,000 by the end of this decade. President Trump said he's spoken to both Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping about the need for denuclearization, but acknowledged that every major power continues to expand its stockpile. Russia, for instance, has been testing new nuclear-capable systems, such as a new cruise missile and an underwater drone. Still, Moscow maintains that these are not direct nuclear tests.
President Trump mentioned in his statement that other countries are engaged in testing nuclear weapons. Until now, we didn't know that anyone was testing. And if he somehow means tests of the Burevestnik, this is not a nuclear test by any means.
North Korea and Pakistan, Trump added, have also been testing their devices. Now, what exactly President Trump's new order on nuclear testing means remains unclear. Analysts say that any move to do so could risk undoing decades of non-proliferation efforts as well as intensify competition among nuclear states. Yet Trump continues to insist that America must not be left behind in the nuclear race, a race with clearly no winners in the end.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.